Home plate, yes. So, once again, tonight's home play are these four, and they all need to be on Bueno notes, right? So, number 1 is a minus 6 less than 17. Number 2 is w divided by negative 2 less than or equal to 3. Number 3 is negative 18 greater than negative 9 plus x. And negative 18 greater than or equal to negative 3w. Okay? So now that, yeah. Yeah, they're inequality properties. Yeah, right now I'm going to refreshing your memory about that. Okay, let's continue. So we're still on the same standards. We're still looking at solving equations and inequalities. And we're still looking at attending to precision, math practice standard number 6, right? Because I don't want to hear just like answers without a variable or without a graph and so on and so forth. So, our objective for today, I can solve and graph one variable inequality. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. I can solve and graph one variable. Let's read together one more time. 1, 2, 3. All right. So if you notice, we're still on the same concept. We're still on the same process. But as we continue, it's going to build up little by little. So here we go. So we already know what one variable inequalities are. We know our steps: simplify, isolate, plot, check, right? And on last week we covered one variable inequalities and solving it with addition and subtraction. Remember that? Yes. And we did something like this: x minus 3 less than or equal to 7, and the other one could have been 10 less than q minus 13. And, well, actually I'm going to put this one, this is a plus. So, for example, for this one, line down the inequality symbol, minus 3, this became x less than or equal to 4, and then from there you graphed, number line, you start with 0, and then you write your dividing point. This one, dividing point is what? 4. And to graph, I said, make sure you see the inequality symbol. Does it include the point? Yes, because it's got the little equal sign underneath. That means the point is going to be a solid. And then from there, to find out which direction to go, I said, pick a number either from the right or the left side of this number. I'm going to pick 0 since I already have it there. So is 0 less than or equal to 4? Yes, if that's true, that means all these, if one of them is a solution, that means all of these are solutions to the inequality. That's how you graph that, right? And then we do this one is plus 13, this becomes 23 less than or equal to q. Alright, so notice on this one, same thing, to graph, here's my number line. I got 0, I write my dividing point, 23, and I'm going to substitute, and let me see, does it include the point? No, because it doesn't have an equal sign, so I'm going to mark it with an open point right there. And check this out, I'm going to test this. So 23, which number do you want to test, 0 or any number from on this side? Okay, I'm going to test 0, very good. So this is 23 less than, instead of q, I'm going to substitute 0. It's 23 less than 0. No. So if it doesn't work with one of these over here, that means all of these are no solutions. Which means what? The solutions are on that side. Does everybody understand now? And that's why I told you to get away from flipping stuff or going with direction. Understand what you're graphing. Now here, the two properties that we covered were, what did we do for this one? Subtract to each side, so this is subtraction property of inequality. What did we do to this one? Added 13, so that this is addition property of inequality. So today, we're going to introduce two more. Multiplication and division properties of inequalities. Are we there so far? So copy this down. Example number 1A. It says, solve the inequality and graph the solutions. Check your answer. 4k greater than 24. Copy that, please. Example 1A. 4k greater than 24. Okay, let's do this one together. Here we go. Line down the inequality symbol. Here we have 4 and k. What is the 4 doing right here? Multiplying, so to get rid of it, we divide by 4, divide by 4. This is a giant 1. This is k greater than 6. Are we there so far? Let's graph this. Alright, and we got 0. My dividing point is 6. And let's test the point. Which one do you want to test?
8, 7. 23.
Okay, let's test 0. Very good. So, is 0 greater than 6? No, since it didn't work with this one, then it has to work with these over here. So let's see. Is it an open point? Yes, and everything to the right. Are we there so far? That's how you check. So now, to double check, because it says here what? Check your answer. You write your inequality, 4k greater than 24, and instead of k, I'm going to substitute any values from where I said it was shaded. So what number should I shade from here? Very good, 23. Good. It's in this section, right? So 4 times 23, what is that?
92.
Very good. 92 is greater than 24. Is that true? Yes. That's why it worked, because we already know that these are solutions. Am I done?
No, you have to do that thing.
Yes, the what?
Solution set.
Solution set. So here we go. Let's see, Marissa, help us out. Solution set.
Okay, K and then the 2 dots.
K, colon.
K.
Or it says solution set for all k such that
K and then
k is greater than 6. Very good. Everybody got it? Okay, let's do another one. Here we go. Copy this one. You do this one by yourself. Example 1b. You don't have to copy the instructions anymore. You already have them. Just write example 1b and copy the inequality. Let me zoom in for this one. The inequality is negative 50 greater than or equal to 5q. Copy that and solve, please.
Do you make these videos? Is that what it always says Q in it?
Hey, I hadn't noticed that. All right, here we go. So line down the inequality symbol, and here to isolate the variable, I divide by 5. Divide by 5. This becomes q less than or equal to, and here we got negative 10. Hands if you got that. Okay, let's see the graph. The graph should look something like this. Draw your number line, 0, and I draw my dividing point, which is negative 10. And I'm going to substitute, let's see, 0, yes, since it's already there. So I'm going to write negative 10 greater than or equal to 0. Is negative 10 greater than or equal to 0? No. That means if this one didn't work up to right here, then that means it's going to be shaded the other way, right? This way. However, does it include the point? Yes, because it's got a little equal sign right here, so therefore you bubble it in and everything to the left. And if you still have doubts, how can you check? Do we know how to check? Negative 50 greater than or equal to 5q, but instead of q, I'm going to substitute one of the numbers from here, negative 11. Okay, I'll bring down the 5. Negative 50, is negative 50 greater than or equal to negative 55? Yes, that is correct. Everybody got it? All right, let's continue. Copy this one. Example 1c. 3/4 g greater than 27. On this one, I just want you to solve and graph. You don't have to check. Let's see. Start me off with this one. Line down the inequality symbol. We got 3/4 g. How do we get rid of that 3/4? Lauren G.
Divide by 3/4, which is the same as multiplying by.
Multiply by the reciprocal. 4/3. Multiply by 4/3. This becomes a giant 1. So we're left with g greater than 108/3. Therefore, g is greater than 36. Hands if you got that. Okay? Let's graph this. Okay. Here we go. 0. My dividing point is 36. And the inequality symbol says that it's an open point, okay? So I'm going to test the point. Which one would it be? 0, since it's already there. So it's 0 greater than 36.
No.
So this one didn't work. That means I'm going to shade everything to the right. Now let's understand why we're doing that. Everybody look up, pens down, please. Look up, please. Once again, what is the name of this? No. What is the first number that we plot on our line? Dividing point. Why is it called that? It divides the number line into what? No solutions and solutions. So some of you are still not really quite clear as to why we shade the other way. So I said, I'm going to test 0. So I substitute 0 in here and I said, is 0 greater than 36? No. So where's 0 at? On what side of the 36? On the left side. That means that the no solutions are over here, which means we have to shade the opposite direction because the solutions will be over there. Everybody understand? Okay, copy this next one down, please. Example 2a, negative 12x greater than 84. Pens down, pencils down. Here we go. Look what I'm going to do. Writing utensils down. Here it goes. Line down the inequality symbol. To get rid of this negative 12, I'm going to divide by negative 12, divide by negative 12. You're just paying attention. This is a giant 1. We're left with x. This is negative 7. But look what I do here.
What? Why? Oh, no.
Okay, check this out. So everybody look up. Look at the previous ones. Look at this one. These were all positives. Look at this one. I divided by a positive number. Look at this one. I divided by a positive number. Yes, so therefore, what happened here? We divided by what? By what? A negative. So copy that and let's make a note on this one. Asterisk, heart, and then you're going to write when multiplying or dividing by a negative number, comma, flip the inequality symbol.
Oh my God, I love this.
Now, if I was to take you back remember when we did addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of integers but using the number line, remember at the beginning of the year? Yeah. What did I say when we were multiplying, let's say we started with negative jumps, but then if the factor was a negative, what did it do? It reversed the order, right? The jumps to the opposite direction. That's what happens here. That's basically what it's doing. Yes?
So the way is it the same thing like multiplication?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
So would there be properties for that?
What's that?
Does it have a property for that?
No, we just write it as a rule. Okay? And once again, on the previous ones, on this one I forgot to do one thing. What was it? Solution set. Solution set of all g such that g is greater than 36, and so on and so forth. Now for this one, the same thing. Solution set is what? X such that x is less than negative 7 in graph. Yes?
Does the x always have to like back to x and x?
Not necessarily. If the inequality has the variable on the other side, for right now, just write it as is.
Okay.
Okay? And the last one, everybody look up. Look up, please. You're going to see some division in this way. So what would I do here? Multiply times negative 3, multiply times negative 3. So therefore this is x, this is 24. But what happens to the inequality symbol? It flips, right? Because we multiply times the negative. So your home play for tonight is 4 window notes. And you copy those at the beginning, right? Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow. Aren't you guys happy we don't have homework anymore? Bye, guys.